يا أمة الإسلام بشرى لن يطول بك الهوان قد لاح فجرك باسما فلترقبي ذاك الزمان.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. If you are enjoying this content, please share it widely. It could be that someone watches this video and their life changes for the better as a result of it. And if that happens, then you will also have a share in that reward. Today's dream is a dream that I saw when I was in Woodhill Prison around about 2005. I was in Woodhill Prison in Milton Keynes in the centre of England from 2004 to 2006. The first night in prison is the hardest. It's the hardest night of your life. Then the first day, then the first week, then the first month, and then the first year. Once you've done 1 year in prison, then your body is better acclimatized and you're better able to handle, you become accustomed to prison and you're better able to handle it. So I was in that period, I think it was my first year, and I was really struggling. And let me tell you something else. Anyone that's been to prison and they claim that, oh, it's like they never found it difficult and it was all okay and it was all, you know, they make fun of it, or like it was easy, that person is being dishonest. That person is not being honest. Virtually every single person, not virtually, every single person, they break in prison at the beginning. Later they become used to it. Yes, later even I became used to it. But in the beginning, it's the worst experience of your life when you go to prison. So if you're involved in something that may lead you to go to prison, take it from me, someone who spent 11 years in prison. Take it from me, who saw people try to kill themselves in prison because they couldn't handle it. Take it from me, who met people who on their first night, they broke into pieces. Take it from me, who saw people tall and strong with big muscles and lifting hundreds of kg in the gym, cry and break down into pieces because they couldn't handle prison. Crime doesn't pay and prison is not worth it. So it was at that time that I saw that I'm in prison and I'm with another 1 or 2 brothers who were prisoners at the same time as me. And Musa alayhi salam, he comes towards us. Musa alayhi salam, it's like he comes to visit us. He was a thin man. He was wearing like a robe, made out of like rough material. And his hair was slightly long, his beard was slightly long, slightly graying, and he had like a dark complexion, like a Bedouin type complexion, or like someone who's lived in the desert for, you know, who's had a lot of sun coming down upon him. Like he had like quite rugged features. So he came, and I can't remember the other circumstances, but I think he came, or he sat with us, or he gave us something or whatever, and then he went. So that I mean, obviously when you see a prophet in a dream, it gives you, and especially when you're going through hardship, it gives you a lot of hope. I interpreted that dream to mean 3 things. The first one, that I am going to go through a number of really difficult trials and hardships. So here I was thinking that, okay, I'm only going to be in prison for a few months, it's all going to be over. Just like happened to Musa alayhi salam in his life, as described in the Quran, and Allah says, وَفَتَنَّاكَ فُتُونًا, that we subjected you through many trials. He killed a person and he was expelled out of his land, and then he spent time in the wilderness, and then he didn't have any food to eat, and then he was lost, and then his people they betrayed him, then he came back to Fir'aun, and so many things he went through in his life. Allah was telling me that you are going to go through some hardship, so be prepared, you're going to go through a rough time. And that's exactly what happened with me from that point onwards. The second thing that I got from this is I am going to have to pass through the tunnel of fear in order to come out in safety. The thing that I was afraid of most, that I do not want to go to America, and I'm fighting not to be extradited to America, I had to go through that. I had to go through that in order to come out in safety, in order for me to be sitting here today and to be able to talk to you. Musa alayhi salam, he killed a man in Egypt, he killed an Egyptian, and then he fled. But when Allah, at the burning bush, when Allah spoke to him, he said, go back to Fir'aun. And Musa alayhi salam is a fugitive. He's on the run from Fir'aun. He doesn't want to go. He's trying to get away from Fir'aun. And Allah's telling him, go back to Egypt, go back to Fir'aun, go back to his palace. And say to him, tell him to fear Allah or to believe in Allah. So in the same way, I understood that it's likely the thing that I'm most afraid of, I'm going to have to confront it in order to be safe. And you will find that to be true in your life. You will find that to be true. You have to face your demons. You have to face your fears. You can't run away from them. If there's something that happened in your childhood, some type of abuse, some type of harm that happened to you in your childhood, and you've spent your whole life blocking it out and not telling anyone about it and saying that, okay, I'm just going to have sabr, but your body has a different view because you've got now cancer, you've got autoimmune conditions, you're putting on weight, you're depressed, you can't focus, because you know that there's something that happened in your childhood. But you are unable to face the courage you are unable to find the courage to face that demon. It's going to stay with you your entire life, and it's not going to get better. Find the courage to face your demons, to face your past. Those things that you don't want to talk about, those things that you are afraid of, face them. There's a bully in your family, face that bully. There's a bully in your school, face your fears, face that bully. There's a bully in your workplace, find that bully, confront that bully. You can't live your life running away from your fears. If you want safety, you have to come out and you have to face your fears. And the third lesson that I got from this dream was I'm going to be tried a lot. I'm going to have to go back through into the tunnel of fear that I'm trying to avoid. But in the end, all of it will be okay, and I will come out better as a result. Just like happened to Musa alayhi salam, after everything that he went through, the truth was successful and the falsehood was destroyed. The Fir'aun, the tyrant, he was destroyed, and Musa alayhi salam, he was victorious and he won. So this was today's dream. If you benefited from it, please leave a comment saying one thing that you learned from this video, and please share it, because maybe someone's life could change as a result of you sending this video to them. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and like it. Until the next stream, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
أمة الإسلام بشرى لن يطول بك الهوان قد لاح فجرك باسما فلترقبي ذاك الزمان يا أمة الإسلام بشرى لن يطول بك الهوان قد لاح فجرك باسما فلترقبي ذاك